Well, my ears is so severely like this torture to my ears is just so horrible and so horrific. That's one thing. My speech is so slurred, and today when I was taking the buses and stuff like that, I'm just totally disoriented. You know, extremely disoriented out of the torture. You know, there is always this mental and physical torture that they impose over me, that I cannot focus and cannot concentrate, like especially in the morning. If I'm just like especially the first 2 3 hours in the morning, it's just so horrible that I just you know so disoriented basically. And at the moment, like right now, I am just it's 4 o'clock in the morning or 5 o'clock in the morning, cannot sleep. You know, they never allow me to have a normal sleeping cycle. You know, of the just normal sleep and normal waking up and just to survive and function the next day. Of course, I have to be the next day as disoriented as the day before, so that I cannot function, or I cannot, because you see, when the whole environment is hectic, I wouldn't say the whole, but you know um most of the people in my environment are just hectic, and the environment is hectic and all of that, and the person is being deprived of his sleep. Well, the person will be totally disoriented, and they are just always trying to make me you know not having enough sleep, or just you know uh, being tortured, or my ears is damaged, or my brain is hurting. I know that the my brain is swollen out of the torture, actually. So yeah, well, severe torture and humiliation, basically. And every time I'm just trying to forget, and just trying to survive, they always have to remind me of the things that they have done to me and to my family members. you know Now, the new game of the government and the police, well, it will be more of isolating everybody in the family members, so that they can just take control of everyone. Because I tell you something, you see, they are not, I never said they are stupid, but they are not that smart too. The play game is just always of divide and conquer, and divide and conquer, and divide and conquer. Now, let's say that I do have family members as witnesses, for the whole things, for most of the things that has happened to me. Now, if I'm planning to travel to other country and trying to survive there, basically, what the police does, because there's always the risk that there's something will be happening in the other country. You never know. There's COVID-19. There is this. There is that. There's this. There's that. But at the end of the day, I just made a video one day, like this video before that. I had, my intentions were never to travel to one of those countries. You know, it never were. But the situation forces me to move from where I'm staying to different countries. You know, because of the Norwegian police torture and harassment. Now, if something happened outside of, like, if something happened to me in these countries, the Norwegian police don't want, people to be witness against them. They don't want any evidence against them to be held accountable. Now, in my situation, of course, now if I'm traveling to other country and something happened to me, all the Norwegian police can easily just claim, oh well, this guy's crazy. They just always, I don't know how many times they played that card, and every time it worked. you know every time it has worked in Norway. But especially I'm talking about the judicial system in Norway. They play always that card of a crazy. Oh, he's crazy, and that's crazy, and this is crazy, and everybody's crazy. For the police, it's everybody's crazy. Suddenly. You know, but anyways, so the Norwegian police don't want anything to be back to them, or just link it back to them if something happened to me. Now, when I'm just standing right here where I am in Mauritius, telling this on a video that I had to flee Norway. I had to move from Norway to different countries, from there and to here and there and to here. I fled to many countries, yet I still got tortured by the Norwegian police, directed energy weapons, and I still got the police harassment. I still get, most of those stuff. So basically, what the Norwegian police trying to do now is that, divide and conquer, divide and conquer, and divide and conquer. Now, when they isolate one person, they can just, implement stuff in the person head. They can do many of these fucking shitty tricks of theirs. So that every evidence on them will be just covered as mentally ill. This person is mentally ill, you know. So well, it's really sucks. It really sucks to be tortured by the police and the Norwegian government. But well, we have until October, because in October, well, the United Nations will notify the whole world officially that this crime is going on. So that hopefully this will do something to the Norwegian police and the Norwegian government, and will stop them from just murdering people, basically. But we will see. But again, I will say this one more time. You see, I moved from every country, from each country, from one to another, and from one to another, just to try to survive the Norwegian police torture and harassment. Now, if something happened to me in any country in the fucking world, in the whole fucking world, it's because of the Norwegian police and the Norwegian government, especially Oslo Organized Crime Unit. Those are the ones who are responsible for most of the shit that happens to me in my life now. And most likely before too, because who else would do that to somebody. So yeah, let's just keep that in mind, and we will see. We will see. They will just keep depriving me of sleep at the moment. So we will see what will happen in the future.